All right, we are back with another episode of the podcast with no name yet.
We are back.
The podcast.
We don't have a name yet. We need a name. Help us figure out a name.
Yeah, put it in the comments. We've been struggling. But yeah, Dallin put up on his story just some questions that we wanted to answer from Waza. So you guys hit a bunch. We haven't looked at them yet. Dallin's going to kind of rattle through some of them. I reposted on my story, so I think I have some. I got to pull it up, but we'll go through, talk about a little bit of Wodapalooza.
Yeah.
Rapid fire?
I haven't even looked at them either, so I was just scrolling through. First one, how long do you typically warm up before an event?
I heard you guys don't do anything in the gym for an hour before you start training.
It is, training, we're slow moving. I got to shake it out, wake up a little bit, see if I can get into a squat that day.
Yeah, you guys' gym sessions are so long, but I'd say competition, I like to get there. For the first event of the weekend, I get there like a ways before just because I like to get there, set down my bag, sit down, and just like hit like kind of like a long GOWOD and just like kind of like start taking it in for a little bit.
Yeah,
and then before I really got to like get there and get into my warm up, because I feel like I really just need like 30-ish minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. But I probably get there like an hour before on the first event just to like try to get the nerves settled down a bit.
I think it depends on what the workout is as well.
Yeah,
You know?
no, for sure.
Yeah. I think for me, the first event each day is definitely an hour before corral time, and then it starts becoming closer to like an hour before heat time. And by Sunday, everyone knows the rule: you don't warm up on Sunday. So.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, we like corral sometimes like 20 minutes before the event starts. So like we finish our warm up and then chilling for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They've started like giving us more equipment at the staging area, which has been nice. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I've been pretty good with that.
yeah,
Like in Madison, dude, we had like the warm-up area and then like a 10-minute walk to another warm-up area.
And I think the first couple of years in Madison, they didn't have the secondary warm-up area in the Coliseum. So it was warm up, walk, and then go on the floor.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Insane. But next question. We going rapid fire? You good with that?
Yep, let's hit it.
How many times have you watched the video of Guy? The video.
The video?
Of his lifting from
Every
Wodapalooza?
time it pops up on my feed, I'll watch it all the way through.
Dude, did you guys
Multiple times.
Did you guys go through and look at his Instagram? Like he posted that video like 5 times, and they all
collab with everybody.
but they all have like 50,000 likes or like 100,000 likes. Like they all went crazy. Like if I collabed on the same post 5 times, by the end I'm getting like 343 likes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But I also don't lift.
You don't
400
clean
pounds.
400 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I posted. I don't know if you guys saw, but I posted the video of him doing overhead squats, and then I grabbed the bar after him in the warm up area.
I did see that.
But that crushed. That did really good.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
Guy,
it's Guy to start.
Everyone wants to see Guy lift.
Yeah, if he touches the bar, people are watching.
Yeah.
This one's more of a personal question. How much did it cost to get your car back from the tow lot? It was $500.
Did you tell everybody you got towed? I thought it was.
They were in Justin's video.
I'm pretty sure that's on my video.
I'm standing in the middle of the street, like on the phone, just like clearly upset. Yeah. Oh, man.
It's literally like the start of the video. We walk outside the door, and then Dallin's just in a terrible mood in the middle of the road.
Oh my god.
And Dallin wanted to drive his new truck to Miami. He would have been so sad.
I would have fought somebody. By the way, it's still the best purchase I've ever made. Talk about the taser. That's kind of, I guess. So Corinne always has a taser with her, especially when she's like going on runs and stuff. And if she's running through the city, I tell her to take that. So she had it in a fanny pack, and it was just on the table. And then I don't know how we got to your guys' situation, but we got there.
I feel like I walked in and there was just a taser, and we're trying to figure out whose it was. And then we found out it was Corinne's, and then Jason's like, "Someone needs to get tased."
Yeah.
I think I started just asking it, doing what are the odds with everybody, and
Me and you started with it
back in the butt.
Well, he's like, "Do odds with me," and I was like, "All right."
Well, the thing is, Dallin was chicken. He's like, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that.
I did it.
That. 1 through 100. I ain't doing that. I'm like, dude, you're not gonna lose.
I ended up doing it 1 through 10 with Cooper, and we both
It
survived.
was not 1 through 10.
Yeah, me and Coop.
No.
It was
Anyways,
20. I can see it being 20.
Me and Jayson did odds 1 to 20 for me. And then we didn't say the same number. So then I was like, all right, Jayson, like I did odds. Now you have to do odds. And it was great.
Say the same number. If no one knows what the odds are, basically you say the same number. 1 through 10, you have to do whatever y'all talked about.
You
So it's
can't
like,
go over 20. Like 20 is the highest.
Yeah, 1
You
through
can't-
20.
Yeah, you can't go over 20. So like obviously the crazier it is, the bigger the number. But like 20 is the max. So this one was a 1 in 20. And
Hold on, 20 is not the max.
yeah, you can't go over 20.
We've definitely gone over 20.
Well, that's lame.
It's whatever you want.
I know, but like, what are you gonna do?
So whatever-
1,000?
I mean, no.
743.
100,
I feel like 100 is reasonable.
Dude, have you ever got anybody in 1 in 100?
Yes, I've lost one. I've lost.
I've lost.
99.
Story time.
Wait, what was the?
It wasn't
what
crazy.
was it?
It wasn't crazy. It wasn't.
What
even
was
crazy.
it?
It was like run to some sign that was like a long way away. But it was like the convenience. I was like holding like dinner. I had like 4 boxes of pizza. I was with Jake Marconi. And he was like, "What the odds you run all the way to that sign?" And I'm like, "I'm not doing that." And he was like, 1 through 100, and I was like, "Fine."
Dude,
99.
nothing
You
is
had
more
to do it.
exciting than winning that game, like and making
Yeah.
someone else do it. Like it was so good when me and Jayson said the same number. We're like sitting there before, and I'm like, man, like what was Jason's old football number? He seems like a guy that might say number 4, maybe 7. And I was like going back and forth, and he's like, all right, 3, 2, 1. I was like 14, and it was
The thing
spot
is,
on.
I was going through all the numbers 1 through 20. I'm like, there's no way he picks this number. And then I'm like, but he has a reason to pick this number, so I shouldn't hit this number. And then I'm like, all right. Right before I said 14, I'm like, I think he's actually thinking about 14.
It was weird, dude.
So-
I knew as I was saying the number, though, it was going to be right.
That's so good.
It was like when you said 4, I couldn't like pivot and just keep it at 4. I had to like continue to be like,
Oh, it was so good that I was the one that said the number, and then I was the one that got to tase you. Oh, that made me
Yeah.
so happy. You had a good reaction. It was all worth it. I think was the noise more intimidating than like actually getting tased?
I don't think the whole thing wasn't that bad. It was the anticipation. I had no idea what it would feel like, so I was like, I had to hype myself up for like the worst case
Dude,
scenario.
if you go back and pause the video, your hands are almost touching between the football. Like you were squeezing it so hard that the football is like about to pop. It is crazy.
looking back at that video, it's like weird, like how I had to get myself into that place to
You
be
got
like,
so amped. You were ready
You
to
got
run
the
through a wall.
adrenaline before the taser even touched you.
Oh, that was
weird.
so good.
All right. Next question.
Yep.
Do you like working out in the sand, in the rain, sandbox?
I thought it was awesome. I think we talked about it like last podcast and stuff, but all of my favorite workouts are all the stuff that you don't get to do every day in the affiliate.
Yeah, it was
And I
pretty
think
fun.
that's what's so cool about Wadapalooza. They do so many events like that. Like with their swim events, like they did. Do you guys remember that one year? I think it was 2017 or 18. They had that floating barge.
Yeah.
And people literally swam out to the barge. They did workouts on the barge and then swam back and then did more stuff. I was like,
Yeah.
that is so, yeah. It
Did
was
handstand
so
push-ups.
sick. On a barge. It was
Yeah.
crazy. I was a teenager that year and they didn't make the teenagers swim. I was so mad. But like, point being, like, Wadapalooza does such cool events. They had one off-site where we like had like a 5K run, but you run out along the beach and you run out to different buoys like on the way out.
That one was fun.
And then you run back on the sand.
What time did you do that workout? Like in the day?
I think it was morning. I think it was our
Like-
first workout.
No, was it still dark when you started? So
as a teenager, you always did them in the dark.
Yeah, so I started that event. It was 5K, so 2.5 down, 2.5 back. But on the way out, you went to the buoys.
You were a teenager that year then.
Yeah,
right?
so we were the first ones. We were like a 5:30 start time, and the sun hadn't come up, and I was sure that we were in a bay, and at the other side of the water there was land. Like I thought we were some inlet or something. And I'm running, and I start doing this workout, and as the sun comes up, I realize it's just straight ocean. But it was the way the clouds were sitting. I swear it looked like land. So, like, for 30 minutes before the event, all of us are arguing on what it is because we're all, like, 16, and we don't know where we are. Our parents dropped us off.
Parents dropped you off.
Yeah. Anyway. It was good
What
times.
landmass did you think it was? Like,
No,
Cuba?
I mean, no. I thought it was just like an inlet, like we were in a big bay.
Oh, I got you.
I just assumed, like, I was only looking like straight ahead, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's my first time in Florida at that point.
What year was that? It was 2019, wasn't it?
Okay, so second year at Wadapalooza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, point being, the sandbox was
Sand is
epic,
awesome.
though.
Yeah.
I
I think I would prefer not doing dumbbell and like that type of stuff in the sand, but burpees in the sand I liked, like when we did it at SoCal. But like carrying and moving objects, that type of stuff, big fan.
Yeah. No, it was hard to squat in it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it still wasn't like great.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad. You're right. Jason, do you have anything to add?
Great time.
Did you guys
enjoyed it? It's like one of those events that you'll look back on and be like, "No, we went crazy in the sand."
Yeah. Jason facepalmed.
Not in the sand.
I actually thought it was in the sand. I actually thought it was in the sand. That was actually on the mats.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the screenshot I sent you guys?
Just
of
now?
questions?
Oh shoot! There it is.
Look at the top left one from old Patty V.
Every time I post something, Pat always comments the craziest things.
Sorry, guys. I mean, we're not going to say that one.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh,
good stuff,
really
Pat.
good.
Someone said, what was the best thing about Miami, just in general? I'm thinking like the whole week that we were there.
Yeah, dude. It was just pretty fun. I mean, I think it's one of the competitions where, like, obviously we get to go out there and compete, but, like, I feel like in an individual competition, like, the days are just really intense because, like, you hit a workout and then once you finish, it's just, like, you're focusing on recovery, like, prepping for the next workout, eating, fueling, like, and it's so, like, every event matters so much because it adds up to, like, the accumulation of the weekend. And, like, obviously we were hitting every workout hard, but it takes a lot of that pressure off. It's like every time we go out there, we hit it hard, but then once we step off the floor, like, everyone's talking and hanging out again for the most part.
Yeah.
Which I liked. And then, like, hanging out with you guys, I've never stayed with another competitor before, like, at a competition. There were some ups and downs. There were some moments where I was like, this
Some
is
tension.
awesome. And then other ones where I was like, man, like, this is just a team competition for fun.
Everybody chill.
I think it was only very intense before reps ahead.
That was
Before reps ahead
rough
was
day.
like, that was
bad.
was intense.
That was bad.
That car ride was just
You
so
would have
good.
thought we were like about to go compete at the games. That was intense. And then after
the appeals.
the appeal, that was very intense as well.
That was very intense.
Dude, that's so funny. I saw in one of your videos, I think, Jason, you're like saying, they're so petty for appealing. And then whoever asks you, they're like, well, are you petty for appealing their appeal? You go, no. Like, no chance. No, what I did was right.
That was when they were like asking me what was the difference between y'all and me. And I was
Yeah.
like, they were petty and I wasn't.
Yeah. I was gonna say one of my favorite parts of like the whole week was Monday playing beach volleyball with Brent, and
That was what I was
Shelby.
gonna say. That was
I figured.
that was a lot of fun.
that was fun. It was one of those moments. I think I said it to one of you guys.
It
Where
was
it's
me
like,
and you talking about
yeah,
it.
it's a random Monday in January, and we're playing beach volleyball with a bunch of people from all over the place, all of our friends, world class at this one thing. It's just like one of those moments where you take a second, and you're like, this is awesome.
Yeah. It's crazy the opportunities that we get to get. I mean, I was thinking about that at like the Rain shoot. I mean, Rain's so cool because they're bigger than just CrossFit, and they have like other athletes outside of it, like Thor and like Mitch, and I got to go train with them one of the days after the Rain shoot, and those guys are insane.
Yeah.
Like Thor, I was talking to him, and like it never really clicked. I'm 195 pounds. He's 195 kilos. like people just don't understand. Like I posted that picture of us, and like all the comments like, dude, those guys dwarf. I'm like, yeah, like I cannot explain to people how crazy it is meeting them. Like it just, you can't put it into words. They're insane. But like they're just normal people. It's crazy that are just freaks of nature.
Volleyball was pretty fun. Brent and Corinne beating all of us.
Yeah. It was us
Shout out to
three
Brent.
and Scott, right?
Yeah.
Say what?
It was us three and Scott versus Brent and Corinne, and we lost
We
every
couldn't
time.
get it done.
It was.
Couldn't get it done.
I had a lot more faith. I was like, surely 4 versus 2, we can at least we have more spaces just to get the ball in the air.
I think the best was when we were walking back. I think Jayson says, "I'm not gonna lie." Wait, what did you say? What did you say? You remember?
I forgot what was.
It was like
exactly what I said.
I'm not gonna lie. I had higher expectations for myself. I thought I'd be a lot better at volleyball.
Did you end up winning a game?
I don't think I won.
We changed up teams a lot to try to make them fair, but the common denominator was where Jayson was at.
No, don't do it. It wasn't that crazy.
That's similar to.
Dallin had his moments.
Dude,
Yeah, I had a rough couple points for sure. I remember it specifically.
I was getting way too frustrated with losing being with you two. I was so mad.
I just didn't. I didn't want to play like the basic way of playing. I wanted all my shots to be like the most like
Highlight reel.
crazy thing, and I'm like, oh wait, I can't actually get it over the net this way.
And then you posted the picture of you like freaking
Looking
spiking
amazing,
it on
yeah.
me.
Oh yeah.
And like
Highlight
you hit
reel.
that ball out of bounds on that play.
The best part that came from that was me blocking Corinne. That felt good.
She played college volleyball for a year, right?
Yeah, and then COVID.
Savage.
but
And obviously Brent did too. For you guys that don't know,
I think
Brent's
he played.
like you could have been pro.
Yeah, I think he did place for after college and somewhere. I don't know if it was Australia, but when you said common denominator, it reminded me of at SoCal. This has to do with Brent. Every time he took the floor at SoCal, his team lost, except for one, and it was the clean ladder, and he lost his matchup. He contributed 0 points.
I remember talking to him after that.
Oh, so
funny.
good.
Poor Brent.
Oh man, we want to do one more.
Yeah, let's do one more.
of these. Let me find. There was one I had.
Let me see. I gotta look through mine. I got a bunch of stuff about HYROX, but we'll talk about
we'll
that.
get into that
We'll
one
talk
for
about
sure.
later.
Okay. This one's from Chandler. Actually, it's good. You get to pick one perfect teammate to cover your weaknesses. Who are you choosing?
Dude, honestly, I'd pick one of you two.
With like machines. That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I mean, I think my biggest weaknesses would be, as of right now, would be like machine workouts and like sprinty workouts. Like,
Yeah,
I'm picking Colton.
fuck, that's a good one.
that's a great pick. I was gonna go with Jeff to cover like run, handstand, push
Just
up.
the most well-rounded athlete.
Yeah.
Just the fittest man.
But no. I'm gonna go with Will Morad.
Okay.
Running and
is-
handstand push up, pressing. I feel like that's a great pick.
That's
He-
good for you.
He did something the other day. I think he ran 5 miles at a sub 6 minute pace.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
crazy. He's a really good runner.
Yeah.
He's a great runner.
Dang, that's really good.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was that good at running.
Oh, and like he's kind of
Strong
been,
too right now still.
Yeah, he's been pushing the running a lot more. I always talk to him about running, just different things, different ideas, but
Yeah.
he knows what he's doing. It was all those years he played soccer.
Yeah, that's savage.
Mm-hmm. Grass fairy. Love you, Will.
Oh man! If you got any, Justin, that's most of mine.
I'm just reading through them. The J-Hop redemption arc was going well until he sulked after losing Waza.
I was actually livid when we lost.
I know. you
was
threw your
scared
backpack
at me. Dallas, did you get that on video?
I thought
You were there when he threw it. You're like Yeti whacked me in my arm. It was out of love though. I was trying to hug him.
The best was walking over to the venue for the final event. Jayson says, "Oh, I can't wait for this to be over. I'll give you a big hug." And as soon as we come, I gave him like 20 minutes, and I was like, "Hey, just let me know when you're ready for that hug." And he just walked off. I didn't see him for like 30 minutes.
April Bretter, CrossFit 104. If you were a Marvel superhero, which one would you be?
Captain America.
That's so lame.
Captain America's literally.
Wait, I actually want to go back to the previous conversation.
Isn't
what
he
would
like
you?
Never mind. I'll hold that thought.
All right, Jayson, what do you want to talk about?
People want to hear y'all's advice to me on how to be a better loser.
Our advice to you.
Yeah, give me some advice. Let me get my notebook out. Part 2.
I just thought of like the Kanye speech. Like everyone wanted to know what it would be like if I lost. I guess we'll never know. That's freaking hard. I don't know. I think for me,
Coach me.
I mean, no one likes losing, but man, I'm trying to think of. I never focus on the losing part of competition. I'd say for me, I think it helped a lot when I wrestled because, Jayson, have you ever done an individual sport besides CrossFit?
No.
I think I learned how to lose best from the individual sports that I played, which was wrestling. Because, like, when you wrestle, like, it's either you won or you lost. Like, I mean, yes, you do have a team and a coach. Like, they do help that. But, like, you're the person that's out there on the floor, and you're, like, dictating what happens. And, like, even if you lose, like, a football game or something like that, like, at least when I played, like, obviously, like, you could have been like, I could have done more, or, like, maybe I could have made that one more catch. But it is a team thing, and there's a lot of other variables. But, like, when you lose in the wrestling match, like, it's all on you. And I lost a lot when I first started, and I was super competitive. But I think after it was just being, like, super, like, self-analyzing. And then even, like, at a CrossFit competition, like, you're not going to win every single workout. So, like, you do lose a lot technically. And I think just like you look at those individual workouts and like you're able to pick away like wins and losses even from like a workout where you didn't do well.
So what advice do you have to give me?
Do that.
Analyze myself?
Yeah,
lose
when you
more.
like yeah, lose more, you'll get better at it. But I like when you lose, I still think that like you can identify a lot of things that went well during Wadapalooza even though you lost. I wouldn't take out your anger on your friends and throw your backpack and slap them.
I think it makes you who you are, and we love you for who you are.
That is true. I wouldn't want you to be any different, Jayson, to be honest.
It's more fun to beat you.
Yeah. It makes it really fun to
set the
beat
story
you.
straight. I actually did not hit Justin the way y'all
tried.
The way it's being portrayed. Like I came up to him and was like, whoa, bam, like freaking
No.
Chris Rock.
No, the backpack though.
The backpack happened because Justin started wrestling me.
No. The backpack
happened.
We're gonna put the clip in.
Oh, we got the clip. We got the clip.
I
We're good.
knew he had some skill in wrestling, so in order to stay on my feet and protect myself from going to the ground, I swung my backpack.
The best part was your bottle launching at like some random lady, like rolls up to her feet, 20 feet away.
I tried to give Jayson a hug. Then he
Which I didn't
pushed
want
me.
to hug. You know how insensitive that is?
He pushed me away, threw his backpack, and then said, "Let's fight." And then I said, okay, let's go. And then events transpired after that.
Oh, that's so good.
And then I said, no, we got to stay on our feet and fight. And that's when I slapped him.
That was pretty good.
Well, that's
Anyways.
good. Well, Justin, you just did a HYROX. There's a bunch of people there from CrossFit.
How was that?
Dude, it was honestly so sick. I mean, I think I was pretty nervous about going and doing it. Just like, you hear all these things about HYROX, hybrid athletes, like whatever it is, get comparing to CrossFit. And honestly, going there, it was awesome. I mean, we had a huge crew out there for one, which made it like really, really fun. But like, it was like the first time, or not the first time, but like, it reminded me of like kind of going to like a big local CrossFit competition, you know, from a while ago. Like, it was really like the community was so bought in. Like, it was really similar to CrossFit, which I enjoyed. Like, I didn't expect there to be a lot of CrossFitters there, I guess. Like, I thought I'd kind of like float under the radar. A lot of people wouldn't know who I am because I don't do HYROX, obviously, but like that community has a lot of CrossFitters in it, and I thought that was like super cool. The event was run really well. I mean, I would have to double check, but I think they had 10,000 athletes run through in the 2 days, which is insane. Like, they're just like feeding athletes through like all day, which like logistically that sounds impossible, but it was it's a hard sport, I would say, to like spectate and watch. Like, it is an hour long. You have all these different stations, and you kind of just have to walk to each station and then watch the person that you're like trying to watch do the station. And there's like some bleachers at the finish line that you could watch, but it was really cool. One of my favorite things that they did that I was like, dude, CrossFit should learn from this is we had chip timers, and it like obviously gives you your time for the race and stuff, but you could go back through after and it gives you all your splits. Like, Beyond the Whiteboard has it on their Tempest app. So like when you do when you do a workout, you can like every time you finish a movement, you like hit the button on Tempest, and then after the workout, you can go back through, and if it's like 5 rounds for time, you could see your like wall ball split for every single round and compare it across rounds. But like the HYROX did that just with chip timers, so you could go through, you could see how long each 1K run took you, how long each like movement took you from like burpees to sled to pull, all that stuff, and it has your like, it's called like the rock zone. Because you run a 1K and then you run into the like place where you do the movements, and then you have all your transitions to each different movement, and it calculates how long your total rock time was too. Which I was like, that is sick. I was like, imagine if like CrossFit could do that in like real time in like a 5-round workout, and you can just like see like how long each round's taking people. And when you have people like come from behind in a workout, you could see them like picking up their pace, or they're staying with the same, or the guy in the leader was just like, he just did a 2-minute round. That round was 2:45, and you could like see people hitting a wall. Yeah. I thought it was like a really cool like analytic to like show and talk about, because even with us, like obviously we're CrossFitters. A lot of the HYROX athletes are, I would say, they're more runners than like people that like lift weights, and in CrossFit we definitely have to stay strong. But like, it was really cool. Me and Ellie put up like a decent time, but we could go through and see the people that beat us, and like all their runs were way quicker than us. But like, we legit made like 20 to 30 seconds up on each of the movements.
Wow, yeah.
Which was like kind of crazy to like think about. But I thought that was like super cool. And then even just talking to like the best HYROX athletes, like some of the best in the world were there, like competing in the Elite 15 and things like that. The Buttery Bros did some videos with them, and we talked to them, and all of them were just like, oh my gosh, like, it's so cool that you guys are out here. Like, it's like helping grow the sport. Like, thanks for coming. Like, how did you enjoy it? Me and Ellie had people reach out after, be like, hey, we went back and looked up your time. Like, you guys crushed it. It was just like, it was pretty refreshing to like go to a new sport like that, and then just have everyone be like super welcoming and be like, dude, it's so awesome that you're here. Cause like I've said before, I feel like the space that we're in right now has been pretty, like, I think if it roles reversed, you know, and we had a lot of HYROXers coming into CrossFit, I think there's a lot of people that would be talking a lot of smack about it. But regardless, like it was pretty cool.
I think like strength and conditioning sports as a whole, like the sport side of things, they're not really big enough to stand alone. And I think some integration of each one and like events doing them together. If HYROX guys came over, did whatever event, they do the Open, they do the Challenger Series for World Fitness Project, any of these things, I think it's only positive, because in the end we're all kind of doing very similar things with different goals of each sport. But as a whole, I think like what the fans want to see, like they could get behind some HYROX guys. There's HYROX fans that could get behind some of us, and I think that's a good thing.
No, for sure. I mean, it was sick just like doing it. And after me and Dallas were talking, like, dude, it'd be so sick to get like reaching out to some of like the HYROX athletes and seeing if they wanted to come out to train. They put like us through a workout, and then like we get to put them through a CrossFit workout, you know, kind of like show the differences.
What was that dude's name that won?
I forgot. He was hyped though.
Well, he said not to forget his name when he crossed the finish line. He did.
Sadly, don't remember his name.
Chandler did the doubles with him too.
Dude, he did 3. He did the individual, and then he did it with Marston.
And then
the next day, and then the third day he did it with Chandler.
Wow,
that's crazy.
But I think he was chilling pretty much with like.
Yeah, I was gonna say
at least with Marston.
Well, I mean, even like Chandler's a great runner, but like,
oh yeah,
he's probably not running that hard to
Did
stay.
you see that video of him laying on the ground while he was rowing?
Who?
He was like resting.
Yeah,
Chandler was laying on the ground.
Chandler was
the
rowing.
other guy.
Oh dang.
He was like just chilling,
just
laying,
like breathing
laying on the ground.
You guys have done one, right? I mean, you guys haven't like done like an actual competition, but you guys have done. Like, you guys did it together, right?
Yeah, it was 60 minutes, 30 seconds. You could
Ran,
say
950 meters.
Maybe our course was a little short. There was no rock zone. Did we do the right distances?
We ran uphill.
We also ran downhill.
The rock zone ends up being like an actual like extra lap.
Yeah.
Like from what people say, they said the course that we did. I mean, I have no idea, but like they said the course that we did was a little bit longer, like a harder course than normal HYROX. Like the times were a little bit slower.
Yeah, I was talking to James.
He crushed it. I feel like he put a really good time out.
He did a great time. It was like depending on who you are, it could have been like a minute to even pushing 2 minutes slower of a course. Because like the world records. Hunter McIntyre at 54-ish, 53:30, and they all came in after 56. And obviously, they're not going to hit a world record every time, but a good 2-3 minutes.
Yeah,
give them a minute buffer. But
yeah, we were stoked. Me and Ellie went way faster. Like we did it in training, and we did it in 57, like 47 or something like that, like right around there. And then we did it there at like 58:20. So we were only like 30 or 40 seconds slower with the rock zone. Like we had no rock zone when we did it because we did it like in our gym, no transitions. So and then like all of our runs were like 15 to 20 seconds faster than like what we did in training. But it was super cool.
To do one. Like,
it was really fun. I think you'd freaking crush it, Jayson.
I feel like it'd be.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to.
Goal would be under an hour.
I think at the right course, I don't know if the course
maybe
that
not
we did,
Vegas.
you do it. I think like it would be hard to beat. Like I think James could be really good at that sport if he wanted to. Like obviously he won the CrossFit Games this year. Like he's the guy to beat. Yeah. He won Wadapalooza. Like he's the guy to beat. But I think if he wanted to change directions and like dedicate to HYROX, you'd have to like sacrifice all of his strength and things like that. Yeah. But he'd be real good at that sport.
He definitely hasn't been like pushing the running aspect of training.
Yeah.
And his dad was live streaming and I hopped on and like there were some legit people. Like one of the guys in his heat beat him. But on the stations, like specifically the sled, James was just eating up ground on these guys. It was nothing. Dude. He made it look so light. And it's like, that's normal for us. Like it's not that heavy a sled. But when you see it in perspective, there's 6 other guys right next to him and James is just flying past. It's like, oh, maybe we're onto something over here.
Yeah. No, it was cool. We were talking about like I was saying that having like a HYROX athlete out here, and Ellie was saying like, dude, what if you guys did a HYROX but like scaled it up, like the movements? It's like you still
shorten the run.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you could shorten the run. That'd be sick. We actually talked about too.
Meters.
Like I was like, dude, what if HYROX had like their main race, but then they had like a strength,
like
version, you know, with some like
500s,
cleans,
heavy sleds.
Yeah, heavier sleds, like actually doing like a squat clean or just like heavy squats or a deadlift or I don't know, like something
Plus
like
size,
that.
plus size HYROX.
Plus size.
Over 200. You gotta be
I
over
don't
200
know.
to participate.
Got to be over 200 pounds.
Yeah.
I feel
It was
sorry
pretty
for my
cool.
chances.
Yeah, it was fun. The run through 10,000 athletes, like everything was on time. It was it was definitely really hectic in there. Like it was like hard to kind of like get around cuz dude, it was crazy. Like so the venue, like all the stations are in the middle of the lap and you pretty much run 2 laps to get your 1K. But then if you want to like walk in and out of the stadium, you have to walk through the track. So then what they did is there's like in the middle of the track, there's like a little staging area. And then there's like an inside lane and an outside lane. So like some laps, you'd be forced to go to the outside lane. And then they would walk people to the middle. And then they would switch you back to the inside lane. And then all those people could leave.
That's wild. I mean,
So like
Yeah.
it was pretty crazy because like you couldn't walk in and out like just freely because you had to walk through the athletes. So it was pretty crazy like to have that. I was like they need like a little bridge to go over or something
bridge.
like that.
I feel like they could easily put a
Yeah.
bridge, like something similar to the entrance in Madison.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, something like
That'd
that
be
because
easy.
it was crazy to like I was like dang because like I feel like me and Ellie when we did it like half of our laps we got pushed to the outside lane just because they were shuttling so many people in and out, which makes it longer, you know.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I mean, we had Adam do it. Adam freaking dude, his finish was crazy. He like at one point he's like running, and I don't know why he went at like 8:20 his heat was, and he ended up doing the HYROX again the next day. He did it once partner, and then the next day he did it using James's heat. But
Oh,
he
he
was
was?
like, yeah.
Oh, I didn't
He
realize that.
Yeah, he ran through and he's like, oh, I'm effed, and he was cramping. Like just completely locking up. I was like, oh no. And he ended up like kind of getting back to it, got some electrolytes in him. And then on the finish, they're like racing this other team and they both drop their wall ball at the same time. And he goes to round the corner and the guy tries to take like the inside to kind of cut off Adam. But there's a person there. So he kind of like tries to go to jump over the person. And Adam kind of gives him a little bit of a shoulder, and the guy just goes down hard, hard at the finish. Dallas has it on video.
I gotta
It was
see
all-
that one.
It was
Shout out
so
Adam.
good. I mean, the guy was like, Adam like was super obviously like apologetic and talked to the guy after, and he was a good sport about it. Adam said the guy was laughing and stuff, but it was pretty epic, an epic finish.
Shit. Have that on camera? He was wearing camo, so I didn't see him.
Jason, are you still gonna do the one in DC, or kind of have a busy year?
Were you planning on doing a HYROX this year?
I was actually wanting to do the one in DC.
When is
And
it?
then obviously I didn't know how much we were going to be competing. So
When is it?
when is it? March? I think
March or April.
something.
Me and Ellie qualified for the World Championships. We won our division.
You should go.
Do it.
Where's that?
I don't know. It's like we're mixed pairs under 29. It's like our division, and we won that, which is crazy.
Pretty solid.
But anyways, yeah, what we might do. I mean, it's in June though, and that's like right when we get into like the meat of the season. I feel like.
Yeah, the back
After
end of
that.
the year is
Yeah, the back end
much
of the year is
bigger.
going to be stacked.
Yeah.
But
Maybe next year.
Maybe
you guys should do pairs.
be fun.
I don't want to do pairs.
Do it individual.
I wasn't
You don't want
that-
you don't want Dallin to hold you back.
I wasn't that
Way
far
ahead of the
behind you.
station.
I wasn't
No.
far.
I was impressed with Dallin's HYROX performance.
I got
I
dropped
was actually
on
getting
the
I was
burpee
actually
broad
getting
jump.
pretty
Flustered.
flustered.
I came in.
We were probably 30 minutes into the race, and he was only probably 10 seconds behind me.
yeah,
I didn't actually get away from him until the burpee broad jumps.
I got dropped, but then I closed the gap a little bit, but it's not like he was caring about time. He was just caring about beating me, so he's probably just slowing down. But I was with him, and then
Were
I didn't.
you-
He didn't gain any more either, but I got dropped.
Was it like the runs that you were keeping up with him, or is it just kind of like everything? Like, do you feel like you're
Yeah.
able to make up time on the movements, or is it just kind of all of it?
Well,
we
it
were kind of
started
just on
out.
the same pace.
I had like a slight lead on pretty much the first like 3 implements, and then
You just ran faster on that first one.
Yeah, ran faster, and then I had probably like a 5-second lead for probably 20 minutes, and then we get to the sled, and I'm thinking we're just gonna pull this like CrossFit, but just hand over hand. And this dude started doing the HYROX thing where you basically you walk it backwards.
Some guy was like, "Hey, you can just move it however you want," and he looked like he knew what he was doing.
I'm like talking to Dallin. I'm like, bro, we ain't doing that. Like he completely wiped out my lead in like 2 pulls. I'm like, bro, we ain't doing this. And then
It wasn't that helpful.
So
It's only like a 6 foot. It's only like a 6 foot box, so you can't walk
Dude.
that far.
No, we didn't have boxes, bro. He was walking that thing all the
I
way back to the
didn't
wall.
know. I didn't know how
Oh,
far
you
you could go.
just started walking.
Dude, yes, dude. Wiped out my lead. We're starting the run at the same time. I'm like, dude, this is
Dude,
so mad. I'm so mad.
Daniel, he did it with Scott, and on that he goes up and grabs it, and then starts walking back, and then you're only supposed to stay in the 6 foot box, and he walks right past the 6 foot box onto the cement, and like starts to lean back to pull, and just feet wiped out of under him. Oh, that was good. Sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah, so we wiped my lead out, and then when we got to the burpee broad jumps, I don't know what happened to him, but he just stopped.
Yeah, I was like jumping, pausing, and then going down for a burpee. Like I don't know what it was. It was
Dude,
not
it'd
good.
be hard to do that thing individual. I mean, we did it partner, and I would assume it's very different because it was like interval style, kind of like for us, where like Ellie, like obviously I'm a little bit better runner than Ellie, so like she was dictating the pace on the runs. So that meant like I should be able to keep up with her. So on all the implements, I have to like sprint.
Yeah.
Like I got onto the skier after the first run, and I was like pulling like a 130. I was like, oh, sick.
We did the workout with John Young.
We did.
He hasn't finished yet.
Jayson had his hair cut before John Young finished. Oh man,
that was good.
No, I do
What did,
remember coming in for the wall balls, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna hit a set of 25, and then
It was a
like
20
15. I did
The
10s.
elites have a 20-pound wall ball, right?
I think so.
Yeah, ours was a
James?
14.
You did tens?
I did like 10s.
I remember
and then
doing
like
25s. Yeah.
8, 7, 5 at the end. I
4
think.
sets.
You did 4. I did. I was 10s. I was cramping. James did like a set of 65 or 70 to open.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they have a 20-pound ball?
I think so.
Huh. That's crazy. At the end of the workout like that.
I mean, maybe they had a 20. I'll tell myself it was a
I'm gonna look it up.
14. Make myself feel better. But
He probably had a lot of like a spike of adrenaline because he was like close to the.
He was
winning
chasing
it,
that
and
guy.
dude was just right there, so he's probably like.
he almost got him. He made up. He was down like 40 plus reps and only lost by 15.
Dang.
Yeah. The guy was
I'm
doing.
pretty sure.
The guy was doing 10s and then he'd like back off.
Yeah.
And James would get 10 more in, and then he'd do 10 with James, and then he'd back off, and James would get 10 more in. Oh man,
It was cool watching the finishes to that. Dude, the wall ball, did you see that they have like the counters? Like the wall ball targets count for you?
yeah, that was cool.
It's like cool, but like Ellie, we got like 5 or 10 no reps because she was throwing it too high.
Oh,
Because like it's like a sensor right in the middle, and if you don't hit the sensor,
one
like
of
it doesn't count.
one of the things with CrossFit, I'm forgetting what the terms are, but accuracy. That's one of them.
Yeah. But it was weird because you don't have a judge counting for you. So like our plan was like, I mean, I could have done all the wall balls because ours was just like a 14. So it was like super light, but then, so I just did 60 and then she finished the last 40. But like I did 60 and then like just kind of dropped and gave it to her. But I was like, I have no idea. Like I didn't know where I was at until I like dropped because like it's hard to like look at the counter. So like I was like, I think I looked when I was at like 30 or 40 and my reps were like spot on. But Like you have no idea if you're getting no reps or not.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
You know,
I didn't
and like
think
not
about that.
everyone has a judge. Like when Adam got there, he didn't have a judge, but his wall ball target wasn't counting. He said it was at 2 reps when he got there, and then he did a set of 20, and it was still at 2.
That's when
So
you
he's
just cross
like-
the finish line.
Yeah, I was like, yes. But
Whoa,
and then they
man.
ended up having a judge come, but yeah, it's weird because they just have like 4 or 5 judges like per zone, and they just kind of like float around.
Yeah, that's
You know, like
odd.
I would assume like the elite
elites,
15,
yeah.
like they all have their like own judges, but yeah, it was interesting. It was still a
How do
really
you
cool
know if you're
event.
in depth?
You don't.
You're just hitting that. You're just hitting that target.
Yeah, I think it's I mean, I think if they, I mean, I think the elite 15 they probably have it pretty dialed, but
Yeah.
we'll see. It was crazy. But
Well.
yeah, I had my best cup of coffee ever in Vegas. It was pretty cool.
Better than
Side
Australia.
note, I think it's the best cup of coffee I've ever had.
Dang.
It's called like Bungalow Coffee or something like that. Shout out to them. It was so good. I like went there like 4 times in 2 days. It was great. It was like such a cool vibe in there, and then like their coffee machine. We looked it up after. It was like $33,000. Like
We
their
got
espresso
we got to
machine.
get Dallin on black coffee. All it takes is 3 cups.
3 cups in one day.
No, dude. No. 3 cups in 3 days.
In 3 days.
1.
And then you're hooked.
Yeah.
How do you drink your coffee, Jason?
Black.
Well, I know, but like, do you make coffee at home? You got a little Keurig.
Yeah. Pour over.
Oh, you do pour over?
Yeah.
That's good. Do you grind your own beans?
No.
Do you just buy like the grounded beans then?
Yeah.
Where do you get them from? Starbucks?
No, dude. Don't come at me like that, bro.
I don't know. You use a Keurig? I'm not sure. I'm
don't
trying
use
to
a
figure
Keurig,
out
bro.
where your level is of
It's high.
coffee.
It's high.
It's high. All right. All right.
No, I go to the store, get my beans, ask them if they will ground them, get my free cup of coffee.
What kind
for
of beans do you get?
Beans.
Colombian,
Coffee
Ethiopian,
Grace
just coffee?
Ann. Grace Ann gets them.
Grace,
True.
let's get 'em.
Pour over is like it's coming like it's like trending right now. I feel like there's like coffee shops in Boise that are like mostly pour over. They do a lot of pour over.
We've been doing it for probably the last 3 years.
You're the trendsetter.
Trendsetter. Anyways, Dallin, drink a black cup of coffee tomorrow.
Okay.
Make you go
You gotta
hair on your
force it.
chest.
Force
3
it
days,
down?
You have to force it. It's gonna be disgusting, but just trust. Trust, bro. Trust. After those 3 days, that 4th day is like a breakthrough. It's like, wow, I've made it. And
The dirt will taste good after 4 days.
yes, dude,
I
I'm
saw
telling you,
a video
every-
today.
What?
I saw a video today. It was talking about you wake up with your man voice and it sounds like this. And you sit outside and you sit and get the sun and you drink your black coffee and then he takes a sip. He goes, ew, this tastes like dirt.
It is true though. I don't
This is
remember
God's
liking
drink.
coffee.
This
I
is
don't think
God's
anyone
drink.
has their first cup of coffee and like this is the greatest thing ever. But they do it because they think it's cool, and then next thing you know, you like it. It's like alcohol. No one drinks a cup of like alcohol and then they're like, "Yay, this tastes so good." At least I don't. I don't think so.
Just trust Dallin.
I like how you called it a cup of alcohol.
I'm an alcoholic, you know.
Just
I know
a
my
cup?
drinks. Yeah,
cup.
yeah.
I've
take shots.
never heard that. Take shots. Oh man.
I go hard. But yeah. We did a workout Wednesday this week, and I thought about you guys. I was going to call you guys out. I think
What
it's
is
a
it?
good workout for you. Who do you think out of you two would win in this workout?
Me.
6 rounds for time,
Definitely me.
10 thrusters, 10 thrusters, 105,
Come on, Jason.
20 cal echo.
Hold on. How many? 10?
10 thrusters at 105, 20 cal echo, 6 rounds.
Definitely me.
I think you guys should do it.
Dallin.
Head to head.
Dude.
Head to head.
That's what's
10?
going to be
You think 10
posted.
thrusters
It's
every
60.
round?
It's 60 thrusters.
It doesn't, dude.
It's going to be
all
posted
Echo Bike, dude.
on next Wednesday. So you guys have until Wednesday. You guys can do it on Wednesday and then post on Beyond the Whiteboard or on my YouTube. But I did it with Ellie, and I feel like
you've seen his Echo Bike when his legs blow up.
me.
It was one bad workout. You know what? Let's talk about what you did, because Jayson, I applaud you. Did you see? So I did a collab post with Rogue Invitational, and it was a picture of me like brushing my shoulder off, and I think they put the caption, "An Echo Bike hates to see Dallin coming," and I start seeing these comments pop up, because it's popping up on my feed, and like, this isn't Jayson Hopper. I see one or two, and I'm like, that's funny, good one. Saw that coming, because it was like right after Reps Ahead, and they're posting about the Echo Bike, and I'm like, of course I'm gonna get some flack for this. And then they just kept coming, comment after comment. I'm like 12, 13 deep at this point.
You ended up messaging Jayson, didn't you?
I sent a message. I sent it to it was like Jayson, Matt, and Coop, and I was like, bro, these comments are crazy. Like, what is happening? And then I said, Jayson, I immediately checked your story and nothing was there. He blocked me from his story and put like 4 posts up about how everyone should go and post or comment on this post. This isn't Jayson Hopper. This isn't Jayson Hopper. And they started to get creative. They said, what is this Walmart brand Jayson Hopper? Great value, Jayson. Great value, Jayson Hopper. Like, insane.
That was honestly so good. I commented on
One
it
comment
before
said
I saw
was
Jason's story.
Dallin was brushing off Jason's dust from being behind.
That is savage.
But like I think we pushed 100 comments. Engagement was great.
Honestly,
Thank you, Jayson.
I was doing you a favor, brother.
Yeah. I was so confused. And then I started going into like everyone that's commenting, and if they left a DM or if they've ever DM'd me, I was trying to find like if they've ever called me the king of the Echo Bike or like, you're my favorite athlete, and I was going to like flip it on them because I still didn't know what was happening. And I was like, oh my gosh.
That was honestly one of the best things I've seen in a while.
It was good.
I
applaud
my
you.
story from I went through. I was like, everybody that lives in Florida is getting blocked.
Then you had to go back through and unblock all those people.
They're still blocked. Hey, we should actually talk about the person who told you about it, so we can expose their name.
Who told you?
Well, a couple people. I just didn't see them. They told me. They told me early on, and it was in my requests. He's like, he's messing with you, and sent me screenshots. And I was like,
I messaged him.
Oh, you saw who it was? The blueprint, whatever.
And
he always comments on my YouTube.
Listen to this. I said, bro, why would you tell him that? And he said, I didn't think he would see it.
I didn't for a while.
I was like, so then why would you send it?
I mean, okay, Jayson. Jayson, you answer
then,
that question when you freaking messaged
whatever his
Luke Parker.
Luke Parker. Why did you message him then if you didn't think he was going to see it?
Oh man.
Then he said, "Love you, bro." And I'm like, I don't know who you are.
All you do is post fitness stats.
Yeah.
Oh man. No, that was good. I will have to think of something. If any of you have any good ideas, slide into my DMs.
I think you guys should do that Echo Bike workout. I think it'd be pretty good.
Sounds pretty painful.
Yeah. How fast do you guys think you can do it?
Like total time or like bike pace?
Total time.
I'd have to think of bike pace, and then we'd have to 6 rounds, 20 cal echo, 10 thrusters.
Definitely holding a 77 on the bike.
Be savage. I did it, and I did not hold that. You guys can watch the video because I posted it, and then you guys can pace off me and such.
6 rounds, 20 cal echo, 10 thrusters.
I think you guys could push for sub 8.
20 cals a minute, 60 thrusters. Yeah. Sounds about
good.
right. Sounds about right.
What do you think my time was?
You said 6 rounds?
6 rounds, 20 cal echo, 10 thrusters. Or opposite, 10 thrusters, 20 cal echo.
I think your time was
feel like I'm gonna hurt my. This is gonna hurt my feelings because it's gonna be faster than what I went.
It's gonna be. It's
Wait. At the same time, Jason.
okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
8:47.
Did you say 8:45?
Yeah.
I think I was 8:55.
I was gonna say 53, but I wanted to go under 50 just in case you were under 50, and then I didn't sound like a douche.
Yeah. I was 8:55. Ellie did it, and I think she was like 8:12, 8:13, right in there. And that's like a good workout for her. She was biking at the same pace as me, which was super hurtful. It was pretty cool though, because like we did it, and like I'm known to pace things really well. So like my rounds times weren't that different throughout the whole thing. She got like the first round, I was at 16 calories when she finished because she did 16 calories instead of 20. So I was at 16 when she finished her 16. I was like, cool. And then the next round, I was at like 11 calories. And then every round after that, I was still at 10 calories. So like she got all that time on me on the first two rounds. And then just like we stayed the same the rest of the workout, which I was like, damn, I need to start sprinting.
What was her weight?
Faster. She did it 70.
70.
Well, it's normally 95-65. So then we go 105. They would go 70.
She should go 75.
Isn't it normally 115-75?
Yeah.
But
back in the day, bro.
yeah,
These girls are good. These girls.
That's
are
a good. I mean,
Hey,
it's nice training with her.
They
'cause
should be
it's-
using
it's-
125 sandbag. That's the most frustrated thing.
At least
When
115.
Yeah, I think it's nice training with her because it's like training with one of you. Because like me and her, like opposite athletes. Like she's good at all the things that you guys are good at, which are like some of the things that I struggle with. So when I do workouts with her, it's like, oh, like that's where I need to be, you know? And then if I can like close the gap on her and something like that, it's like, okay, like I'm getting better. Here we go.
Sure.
Do you guys train with anybody like that?
Or
like
she just had a hard day.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna take the wins when they come. Do you guys train with anybody consistently?
Fee.
Fee?
Yeah. We don't do a ton of the same stuff, but every once in a while we'll do like a brutal Friday. And Fee's got some movements, especially when they're combined together. She will dust some people. We did one. I think part of it was I had a 30-inch box. She had a 24-inch box. That's a pretty brutal with a step down. It was tough.
Yeah.
It was handstand walk, squat snatch, and box jump, and they were just like the reps were just taking me too long.
Yeah.
But she smoked me.
Do you train with anybody, Jason?
No.
Mostly by yourself?
Yeah. I'd be down to
Sad.
train with somebody.
But they have to.
Have
be
you
in
ever trained with
Greenville.
anybody? Like consistently?
Have I?
Yeah. Like
When I
anybody
lived in
consistently?
Vermont? Yeah.
Who was it?
Cat and Mel.
I feel like they're pretty good. I mean, I feel like Kat is like.
I never
kinda
won.
I was gonna say, I feel like that'd be like a good 50-50. Like there's
I mean-
certain things that you'd be able to put
Not with
put
Mao.
a beat down on.
I mean, I'd never.
Yeah.
The only time I would beat Mao is if it was a strongman workout.
she is savage, man. I mean, she still is savage, but
When Danielle was down in Naples and we were training, doing skills with her, very humbling. I think it helped me get a lot of new skills because I was like, she just made that look so easy. I have to do something right now. But we did a workout prepping for Rogue in 2023, and it was like 10 down to 1, sandbag squat cleans, 50-foot handstand walk, 100-foot shuttle run between each one, something like that. Or there was like sandbag carry and transitions, but the brunt of it was handstand walk and sandbag squat cleans. And I was just pushing the bag, keeping pace. And every time we kicked up on our hands, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm not a bad handstand walker. I'm not like super slow either, but it was like the most frustrating thing.
yeah, I like that. I like skill stuff. But last thing we should talk about is we just got an email right before this from the World Fitness Project, like kind of the athlete packet. We won't go through it all, but they have most of them, or I think they pretty much put all the movements that are like fair game.
Yeah. I was looking at it a little bit.
Jayson was happy that there was no pullovers.
No pullovers.
You're right.
Basically, so
Is there double crossovers?
there are no crossovers, no triple unders.
Blunders?
Most things are fair game. Like we got all the barbell movements, pretty much all the gymnastics. Like they've got like the wall walk plus handstand push up.
That's cool.
Like ring and bar complexes, like those are fair game. Vertical and horizontal pegboards.
Like bar complex, like barbell or like pull-up bar?
Pull-up bar. I think it was
Dude,
like...
So that could be pullovers then, baby.
It tells you what the
it says,
movements are.
pull-up bar complexes, toe to bar, pull-up, chest to bar, bar muscle up.
Oh, so that they say like what's game.
And then like ring complex, toe to ring muscle up, ring dip.
Log muscle ups in there?
There's no logs. We got run, shuttle run, treadmill, Echo C2 row, ski, swimming in a pool, all sorts of burpees.
What do you mean all sorts of burpees?
Bar facing, target, get over.
They put every movement you can do in CrossFit.
Yeah.
I mean,
all the variations of all the normal movements. Like there's nothing.
Is there any like strongman like like some sandbags or log?
Bear hug, shoulder, squat, ruck run, sandbag lunges.
Is that
sled.
all of the sandbag though?
Yeah, those are all sandbag, and then they have sled push, sled pull, and yoke. Axle bar, but that's more like in a workout. It looks like.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do the games don't do that, right? Do they give us like a thing of like all the movements?
No, we've kind of like, I know it's been pushed for in the past. Where like these are the movements that we can use for this season, and each year it can be added to or taken away from. They don't have to use all of them. I think that's an appropriate thing. Like there's still we're not going to do half of these movements this year.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it's not like you're giving away anything.
I think JR for Crash, he gives the movements that will be in the workouts. He just doesn't tell you.
How far out does he do that?
Combinations.
Yeah.
How far out does he do that? Do you know?
I don't know. Maybe a month.
Yeah. I know we're
What do
getting.
you think about that? Like, what if the game said, "Hey, these are all the movements that will be in all the events"?
I honestly wouldn't like it. I do think like there's something to, like I think they should. I think it's good like when they start announcing some workouts and things like that, or some movements and things like that. But I still think there should be a little bit of a question mark. Like at least just like one workout, you know?
Yeah.
Like they can bring in one new thing, you know?
I do know. I think in the email it says we'll be getting the workouts for Tour Event 1 in the next coming weeks. Like I know we're supposed to have like a 3 to 4 week where we know the events.
Wow.
So it like limits leaks. Like that's kind of the idea. It's like everyone's going to know all at once, and it's going to be early. That's going to be crazy. I think it's a...
So Dallin could do them every single week.
Yeah, no.
I mean, who's not going to do that?
So I think this
people that don't want to win, Jayson.
I think that this is actually a cool opportunity for coaches to kind of like flex what they've got. Like who can prep an athlete in the best way possible. Because you're not going to want to do the workout for 4 weeks straight. No, in my opinion. But you can test movements. You can change the stimulus. Like know what your weakness is for the workout program towards that. I think those things will be cool. But
yeah, I think that's something that like I felt like at least our team had an edge up because that's something that we've always done. I mean, I know every athlete doesn't work like that. Like I don't think Jayson's someone that likes hitting the workouts. But like if a workout gets released early, like I'm hitting it. Like for sure.
I always hit it.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh,
multiple times.
I thought you said that. Oh, that was just your teammates that didn't want to test the workouts?
that was Pat and Jeff.
I wonder if Jeff will do any of the workouts.
No.
Because he'll know him for 4 weeks. I wonder if he sticks to it. We'll have to ask him.
I know. We'll have him on here.
Yeah.
We'll see.
No, we did semifinals last year, and you didn't do them well.
That's true, and we were like were we the last week?
No.
Did he say that he didn't test any of them?
Yeah.
He doesn't do
anything. I think it'll be different. I think
he doesn't want to feel what it feels like until it's.
I feel like more rides on the World Fitness Project than like Jeff going into a semifinal with 11 spots.
Yeah. That's fair. I think that there's obviously like a certain workouts where I feel like it doesn't really matter. And there's certain ones that are like, man, that would be super useful.
Yeah.
But
The only things I wouldn't test is like a sprint. That's like an all out. Just like I don't want to know what that feels like.
Yeah.
That's fair. I would have to test the sprints just because that's something that like I don't know.
Get a game
Like, I don't know
plan.
what I can hold or things like that. For you guys, it's just like, yep, I'm good.
But it feels like a just all out. Just like you doing it isn't going to dictate what happens on the floor.
If it
It's
was
just
like
an all out sprint and something.
50 cows, 50 burpees.
Or I'm thinking about like I don't know,
500 meter run. Done that.
Think about that workout we did at Rogue. It was 20 thrusters, 40.
20 thrusters, 40. Yeah, I tested that workout multiple times.
You did?
Yeah, dude. And then and what happened? What happened, Jason? I was right behind you, baby. No one expected me to do good in that workout.
Because it was thrusters. You're
But like it's still
king.
not a.
You're a thruster king.
You guys are the only people that think that.
No, I've seen you
I'm not
thruster.
that good at thrusters, but
You're very good at thrusters. Your elbows are crazy.
my elbows are crazy.
They're like pop,
Pop, pop.
Dude, I just watched when we did Wadapalooza. Dallin's front rack is crazy. You always like just look at people and be like, how do they do that? You can like
I don't have that
clean
mobility.
your snatch grip.
Almost, yeah.
It's crazy. Anyways,
It's helpful.
all right.
Wait,
We
I
gotta
got
wrap
one more topic.
Oh, let's.
Well,
get
not a topic. It's a question. It's a would you rather. In fact,
we gotta play the name game real quick too.
would you rather? All right. Have you guys seen Bryson DeChambeau's Breaking 50 series
Yes.
on YouTube? Bryson goes best ball with like famous people, golfers, to try and break 50.
From the women's tees.
Yeah. No one has done it. There's been people to get 50, and then the top scores are like 50 to 54, 55. Jason and
Hold
Jason.
on.
Best ball with Bryson DeChambeau. Okay. Would you rather take $1 million right now or $10 million if you can break 60 with Bryson DeChambeau?
From the front tees?
Yeah, is it from the front tees?
Same rules.
But from the front tees, just so we're clarifying.
Do we just get one shot?
It's exactly how he does it in his videos.
I haven't seen
To
this
break
video.
60.
Do we get to
it's,
pick
it's
the
best
course?
ball.
Do we get to pick the course?
It's whatever one he did with Trump.
Oh shit, man!
I don't even know which one that one is.
How much is my money if I make it? 10 million, you said?
10 million if you guys break 60. You have to
do we
break
have to
60.
split? Do we have to split the 10 million between me and Bryson?
No, Bryson's
I'm
good.
taking that
Bryson's
10
good.
million. I'm taking that 10 million for sure.
There's no
there's a
chance
real-
you do that.
Because there's a real shot that
100%.
he could break. I mean, he
Bro,
might
what?
break 60. Like he could get close to breaking 60 on his own. Like you might have to clutch up on like 3 shots.
And I guarantee you don't.
You guarantee that I don't?
You know,
I feel like I could clutch up on like 3 shots.
Garrett Clark from Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
They shot a 53 or something. You're not breaking 60.
Yeah, but without Garrett, I mean, they might have been like a 63.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I just got to clutch up and make 3 putts?
No, that's not where I'm worried.
Dude, that's where it's at.
Here's the
you
thing,
worried-
though.
where are you worried about me?
Here's the thing. Bryson, everywhere. As soon as you touch the grass on the course, Bryson.
That's crazy.
Bryson is relying on these other golfers to put a playable shot so he can take an aggressive shot.
How many mulligans do we get?
I considered those, but we're gonna go 0 because you guys seem overly confident that you can break 60.
I'm not overly confident, but
Jason
like,
is.
There's no way we go over 62.
Okay, but you have to break 60. You got to be 59.
I know. And that means I just got to clutch up on 3 shots.
3 shots,
But
bro.
it's more than that because, again, you have to make the first shot. Like you have to make the first shot so Bryson can then be aggressive.
No, I'm the coach on this thing too, so I'm just going to tell Bryson he goes
and then you
for
go
the
aggressive?
Pin. No, he goes for the pin every time.
All right.
Regardless.
He's definitely shanking one of them. You're shooting
And that's
65.
the one that I'm clutching up on.
No.
I'll take my freaking like pitching wedge off the tee box.
Jason, I know you've been thinking.
You've
How
seen my stroke game.
Dude, when you said you posted one time, you posted one time that you shot like a 72 or something like that, Jason.
I don't even think Jason's broke 100.
I know.
That's crazy.
That was
dude.
at the time that I was golfing a lot, and like Ellie messaged me and she's like, "Did you know that Jason's a good golfer? Did you see his story? He shot a 68. Your best is like a 114."
Dude, I could definitely break 90 for sure.
Have you?
But can you break 60?
From the front tees, yes.
I would be curious if Bryson thinks he could break 60 with one of us.
With someone who shoots 100?
Yeah, with like someone's like whose like handicap is like over 20.
I just don't think so.
I guess that would be similar. Do you think you could make the CrossFit Games on a team with like if it was like I'm trying to think. Like you
What's
and
a no-
Danielle
what's a-
and
what's
then
a-
like two other like just like regular CrossFit athletes.
Regular?
Like that.
Or
like non-regional level.
oh,
Like below
non-regional level. I was thinking like spots 20 through 40 at a semifinal. I guess for individual.
I think that'd be 100%. I think
okay,
that'd be 100% you would.
Okay, bottom 5 at a semifinal when we had 40.
Yeah. I think you would
Those
do it
two?
for sure. I think you would do it for sure.
Just make
If
the
you had-
games.
Yeah, just make the games.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think I could, or you don't think you could?
Neither of us could.
Dude, I want to, after I'm done competing, I just want to do a team with Dallas and try to see if we can make it.
See
to
how
the
far
games.
you can
Okay,
make it.
a better question, because I saw one of these as well, and it is: would you rather take $1 million or $10 million, but you got to score 10 points in an NBA basketball game?
Oh, I'm taking $1 million. I got no faith in that.
Come on, 8 points.
But who leads
But
the
did you say
league in
8 point or
assists?
10 points?
It's originally 10, but since you have there's no way I'm bumping it down for you.
Who leads the league in assists right now? Because I want to be on that team
Yes.
to
No,
give
I
myself
think
a shot.
I could score 8 point, and my only shot is like a fast break. Like I'm sprinting down the court. Someone's got to lob the ball. Someone's got to lob.
Alley-oop.
Someone's got to lob the ball to me.
There's
100%.
no way.
No, you give it that pump fake, they jump past, and then you just.
I'm scoring on the fast break.
No chance.
You're gonna give up. They're gonna see my speed running down the court and then just give up.
No chance you are scoring on fast break.
1,000. What do you think? Do you think I have a better shot making a three-point shot than scoring on a fast break?
Yes.
I don't think you've seen me shoot threes.
I mean, you don't have a great chance at either of these, but your best one is.
How do you think you're scoring? What?
I'm
You backing someone up to the rim? Fucking
No,
dunking
no,
on
no,
him? How you doing it, Jason?
Body them up.
No, I'm not that delusional to think that I could just back somebody up in the NBA, but I am going to catch a wide open three and then shoot that and make it.
I'm taking 10 points from the free throw line, drawing fouls left and right.
I don't think you're going to draw any
You know you're the smallest person on the court, right, Dallin?
By like 7 inches. Oh man, we've got more of these. We can save it. We can save it.
I'm taking the $10 million.
Taking
Let's
this
play this name game as
one round.
All right, one round. We'll do Jayson and Dallin.
Oh, last time we did this, it was so bad.
All right, so the name game. I'll explain it. You guys go. When I say 3, 2, 1, they are both going to say one word, and they're going to keep doing that until they say the same word at the same time. And how it works is if like one person says like flying and one person says sky, then hopefully the next word would be like plane.
It
or
won't
something
be.
like that.
It won't
It
be.
won't be. But you're going to keep going until they say the same word.
It's
All
harder
right.
not being in the same place. All right.
Right.
I don't know. Just because like we
You can
can't
just feel the-
we
you
can't
just feel the vibe.
Yeah, we can't see the same things.
All right, this is how we're wrapping up the show.
Oh,
So
man.
hopefully,
Let me
this
I'm
is
nervous. I'm nervous.
quick. All right, you guys got a word?
Okay.
All right.
Let me look around. Let me see what I can do.
3.
Hold on.
Last time me and Jayson played this, it took like 20 tries, and then me and Corinne got it on number 2. And that's why I'm married to Corinne, not Jayson.
Yes.
And among other reasons, but
Among others. I'm happy for you.
all right, you got a word?
All right, I'm going.
Hold on.
3.
I'm trying
3.
to. Hold on. Do you have
Dude,
a
just
word?
look at something in the room.
2.
Do you have a word?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Count to 10. Count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
10, then go. 10,
7,
then go.
8, 9, 10.
Shoe.
Vase. You said what?
Shoe.
Shoe.
Shoe and vase. Okay.
Okay.
I got one. I got
guys
one. I got
feeling
one.
it?
I
Feeling
got
it?
one.
You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Hole.
Gift. What'd you say?
I said hole.
Hole?
You would have said ditch, but I said hole.
Okay, hole and gift.
Hole and gift. Okay, I got it. I got one. Hey, you guys play
All right.
play along while you're listening and see if you guess.
See, but comment whose wavelength you're more on.
I've got one.
Hole and gift.
Come on, Jayson.
3,
Okay, hold on. Are you
2,
ready?
1.
Golf
Box.
What did you say?
I said box. Because
You said what?
golf ball. Hole and
ball?
gift.
You give
And
golf
box.
balls as a gift to go into the hole.
You put gifts in a hole in the box.
All right, you said box.
Yeah, box and golf ball. We're capping it at 2
I
more.
feel like I know the answer that you
For
guys
this
should
one?
say. Yeah. And you guys are not going to get it.
Okay.
Box and golf ball.
Box.
I'm going to help you guys. Like,
Oh, no, you can't help us. You
I
can't
got
help us.
Come on,
one.
guys.
I got one.
Please.
Box.
I got one.
3,
And golf club?
golf ball.
A golf ball.
3, 2, 1.
Tee.
Package. What'd you say?
T.
Oh, my
You
bad.
tee off. Then the tee box with a golf ball.
Y'all weren't thinking about that, were y'all?
Justin, were you thinking about that?
Yes.
Okay.
I was like, think of like box.
Tee box.
Yeah, here we go.
So what did I say? I said package.
All right, guys.
We're capping this one. We'll try this
this
again
is-
next week.
This is the last one.
Oh, we're doing one more.
Yeah.
Tea and package.
This is you guys are farther away than when you guys started.
Yeah.
3, 2,
I don't have one.
1. Say something.
Delivery.
Box truck.
What do you say?
Box truck.
I said
Hey,
delivery.
We're back on it. Okay.
One more.
Delivery and box truck?
3, 2, 1. Amazon.
UPS.
Oh, okay. Okay. Ready?
You guys are so close. Come on.
3, 2.
Hold on. What did you say?
Amazon. UPS.
Okay, ready?
You guys, if you guys
There's
don't get it right here,
3,
come on.
2, 1. FedEx.
FedEx.
Okay. We did it. We went from shoe and vase to FedEx.
Kind of.
Kind of. We took the scenic route. The scenic
Anyways, all right. That's about it.
Did you say delivery?
route. I think so, probably. I don't know how. But
All right, guys. Well, what I got going, I'm releasing a HYROX video coming soon. We got Workout Wednesdays coming. We're going to be posting these every Monday. And, yeah, stay tuned for that. Dallin, what you got?
I just put out a
subscribe.
video last Thursday, but that's today. I announced who won the barbell these guys are also going to give away barbells now. But I
I'm not
announced
giving
it
away a barbell.
in my
I'm
video.
giving away a gift at our 10,000 subscribers. We are at 7,000. We got 3,000 left, and I'm going to give you something better than a barbell. So go like and subscribe.
So yeah, I announced the barbell winner, and we could play this prank on Jayson where I get to 10K first. So comment if you're in on that. I'll give something cooler at 10K. But I got videos every Thursday. But yeah.
Hell yeah, guys. Well, sweet. Thanks everyone for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you next week.